Yo, good morning. Yo, today is a beautiful day. I'm out here in Utah. Hopefully you all have been making changes and improving on yourself as far as like working out, eating healthier, praying, all those good things that make you a better person. Today I want to talk about how money is all around us. I just look at the area that I'm in. To some people, it just look like a beautiful scene. To some people, like an area with like a bunch of dead grass or tumbleweed. But if you look close behind me, these houses back there, these properties back there. Somebody had the bright idea to take some land and turn it into a profit. So I want to talk about creating opportunity. Having skills in this world is gonna get you pretty far. I talked about going to school, getting a trade, or going to school, getting a degree. Sometimes you don't have the opportunity to go to school. Sometimes you gotta teach yourself how to do something. So I just wanna say about this time where I was interested in cameras. I had nobody around to teach me. And so I taught myself. I studied the camera in and out. I learned what apertures were. I learned what the different lens size, what they mean. I learned about sports, capturing sports mode and what movie settings, if you wanted to create something cinematic, which is 24 frames per second. I learned about all that stuff because I wanted to add a skill that's in my, I want to have a skill in my repertoire. I want to have a skill in my bag to go out and try to create something. So I want to ask you, like, what skill do you have? A lot of times we have skills like mowing the grass. It's a lot of times people sit around and they complain about, man, ain't no jobs around here. Ain't no jobs around here. Ain't no opportunity. Sometimes you live in like a small city or a small town that got like one red light. A lot of us know them little country towns that got like one red light. And all the older guys or all the older women, they hold on to those jobs and they retire with them. And it's kind of like either we gotta wait until they get fired or retire, or we gotta move around and go find something else. But if you can't move around, you gotta think of ways to create opportunity for yourself. What does your city need, or what do your people in this city need? You can go and, like I said, mow. A lot of people need their cars washed. A lot of people like to go out at night and they like to drink, or they like to have a day drink. You could mix drinks. A lot of time people are hungry. If you can cook, why are you not cooking? Why are you not creating money for yourself? Why are you not creating opportunity for yourself? There's never an excuse to use your skills to get what you need. If you need a couple $100 by the end of the week, get in that kitchen and whip something up. Take what you got, and it's all about taking risk. You gotta take that risk and learn some new skills. So if you don't know how to mow, teach yourself. If you don't know how to cook, teach yourself. That's all I gotta say, just create opportunities. Next, I wanna talk about when you create those skills, you gotta humble yourself and you can't be scared. A lot of times our pride and fear get in the way of us going to the next step after we realize we have a skill or we learned a skill. You don't want to work at McDonald's because it's too good, it's too bad for you. You too good for McDonald's, but you ain't got no money in your pocket. You don't want to go down to the plasma center because everybody talking about people who go to the plasma center, talking about them in a bad light. Oh, look at it broke nigga going to the plasma center, but you just got you a couple $100, or you just got you $50. You taking what you have and you making something out of nothing, man. You gotta humble yourself. gotta humble yourself. With that same camera that I taught myself how to work, I had to overcome fear, and I had to swallow my pride. How I had to go and ask people who I knew most of the time were going to reject me. See, a lot of y'all afraid of rejection, but all you need is that one yes. If you look down my page and you go back and see all the people that I had on my page or my YouTube channel, I had to go and ask them. And then from me humbling myself and asking them, hey, do you want to be interviewed? It went from that to, all right, now I need you to pay me if you want me to interview, because the demand became so high because I created opportunity, or I created a service that wasn't presented before in the area. Nobody was doing interviews. Nobody was shining a light on the people until I came and I created opportunity for myself, and I also created a service for these people, for them to display their talents and for them to display what they had to say. It took me humbling myself, jumping in these people's inboxes, people who didn't know me from a can of paint. So you got to humble yourself, and you got to get over that fear and that pride. Oh, I seen people on social media saying these people, they was making indirect status, like, since when Greenville got a TV show? Or since who he think he is? He think he Vlad TV or somebody. He think he say cheese. I seen all it. But I didn't let fear, and I didn't let what people were saying discourage me. And eventually, people started reaching out, and I started charging over $100 for an interview. So I created opportunity for myself. So humble yourself and stop being scared. Next thing I want to talk about, my next point, is executing and going after what you want. So I knew that my camera skills could be taken to the next level. So an opportunity presented itself within the city for a festival. Now I told you about humbling yourself and getting over fear of rejection and worried about what people say. Well, this next opportunity that I had, it would have offered me multiple thousands of dollars. So what I had to do was, I had my skill, I had to humble myself, I got over my fear, and then I had to execute and attack. So I was nervous. I went down to talk to the people about letting me use my camera to work for them. Make a long story short, because I prepped myself mentally and I knew how to talk to them, I ended up getting the job. And I got a couple $1,000s, and I hired somebody to assist me, to help me at this festival. See, had I not done that, I would have still been in my house, not making no money, not executing, not getting over my fear. You have to get over your fear. Everything around you, this whole world is based off currency, man. That's all I'm trying to get everybody to understand. You have to get over fear. That job that you want, you got to go learn the skill. If you want to go to welding, if you want to be a welder, go to school for a couple months, learn that skill, and then go get hired on at Quality Steel or this factory that's paying $20 to $40 an hour. You got to get up and stop being scared, man. So execute, attack. But yeah, man, that's all I want to say. I want to capture this pretty view. I'm about to get back on the road because I'm using my skills that I learned in school to make me some money. And I want you to do the same, man. Remember to subscribe, like, give me a comment, just say hey, y'all. That's all I need, and push me through the algorithm. I hope y'all get back on your fitness. Make sure y'all eat well. Make sure y'all pray, reach our word. Make sure y'all spend time with y'all family. Just be a better adult. Work on that credit too, because I'm doing the same thing. And man, I'll catch y'all another time.